Hello everybody, how are you tonight? Oh, Twitch still having an issue. Where's my phone? All right, well, it says it's live. What's up, Kodiak? So we're just going. Guess it was just a bit of a delay going in. So hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's Thursday. It's Ben's Brick Designs. Nice to see you. Yeah, so it's been a week here at Casa de Casa de Brasman. Ooh, that sounded like something fell. Yeah, so just busy overall, and it's been a kind of a mess weather-wise. We got a big ice storm last night, so everything in the city shut down. For those of you not familiar with storms in Texas, we don't get them, or cold winter weather things. We don't get a whole lot of snow and ice here in central Texas. Dallas, Lubbock, Amarillo, I'm sure they get those all the time, but not so much here. So it shut the whole city down. Everything's iced over. Everything's going to be below freezing for the next 4 days, so nothing's really going to thaw out. So, and everybody panicked because of last year where everything was shut down for 2 weeks and people lost power for days and days. Hi, Texas 132. Can I call you Missy on this? Is that okay? I don't know. So thanks to my local Texas friend, Texas 132, was able to find a torso for me. So now I have a red figure. So I had an extra orange, and I was like, you know what? Do you have any extra space, guys? And she said yes, and I was like, sweet. So we made a trade. So she got an orange and I got a red, which means tonight's going to be building red. And I got a little bit of a head start, just kind of knolling some pieces and seeing what I had. So yeah, so everything's iced in. Missy, I hope you're doing well, because I know you're just down the street from me. I'm sure Parmer is a mess. I tried to drive around today because I didn't really want to make dinner. I was like, well, maybe like Sonic's open or something. Hey, nothing open. Nothing's open. H-E-B's closed. Gas stations are open. That's about it. So, real quick, I'm going to show you what I came up with last week. And I'm very proud of this. So this was the, yeah, we've got power and water this time. I mean, I'm dripping my faucets, and I've got the cabinets open. My mom texted me to make sure I was doing that. She's like, you're a good Colorado boy. You know what to do. And I was like, Mom, ain't gonna freeze into the ground. We don't have to worry about our sprinklers. You know, I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but water does freeze. So make sure to keep your faucets dripping a little bit, especially if they're on an outside wall. If they're on an inside wall, it doesn't really matter. So this was the, I had a bit of a moment last week because I was trying to do something like this last week. I know that I had stopped with like this large, and I couldn't get a hexagon shape, and it was really bothering me. So I went and found online a good tutorial to make these smaller hexagon shapes. Ooh, power for 5 days, but had water the whole time, so I guess that's all right. Yeah, we lost water and power for about 2 days. Beth will probably say that one was a day and one was 2 days or something like that, but it was a couple days of both, I think. And it was, luckily we have a gas stove, so we were able to like melt snow and cook pasta and, you know, burn stuff on the stove like bread and things. So I mean, we were fine. So I found this tutorial Now this is a bit long for the red dwarf, but I think it works, and the inside's a little funky. It's a collection of rotating snot and Technic bricks, and each one will hold then a position to hold a plate. Right, so each one of these is being held. Now I built it in real life and it works. It's kind of dodgy, and to get a guy to sit in here is another challenge entirely. It's a snot brick kind of wedged in there, you can see sideways, so that's kind of interesting, but it works. I think it works great. The sausages on here as the ram scoop I think was a pretty good idea. That didn't rotate back as much as I wanted it to. There we go. So that worked. So I ordered the parts. I had most of them, but I ordered some dark red stuff. I didn't have any of these sausages or these front guys, so I had to order most of that. And I didn't have a red cone. I was really shocked I didn't have a red cone. So I think it works out pretty well. And also there's a site where you can order a lister. You can order a lister that is with the hair, or you can order one with the hat. Now this is a minifigs.me in the UK. So I think shipping is going to be a little interesting. And I actually asked them, I tagged them in Instagram and was like, which do you think would go better? Do you think the dreadlock, the two dreadlocks, or the hat would go better? I'm going to go for the dreadlocks, only because I think that looks more like him from the show. I think that looks great. I think that's a real good representation. I love the jacket with the Judy on the back. It's just real good. So $11, $12 European, 12 pounds British, 12 pounds sterling, can't go wrong. So that said, that's done. No updates on the stadium really. So we're gonna move on to building. So the building is gonna be. Oh, and thank you for the sig fig. Got a sig fig in the bargain. So I'm going to try to start collecting sig figs a little more. I wasn't sure if there was supposed to be a ponytail on the side or on the back. So my sig fig, I need to get parts for. I need to get more parts. I need to get that. Come on, focus. I need to get that alien shirt. This isn't going to focus for me. It is not. Because being a stubborn little Twinkie. Get that Space Invaders alien shirt. Get the beard head. And the glasses. And I think the hair will be good too. And I like the jeans and the overshirt. So I just need to order a bunch. So there you go. So hopefully in a couple, I'm going to start ordering these this week probably. So hopefully in a couple weeks, if anybody wants to do a sig fig trade, just let me know. We'll do it by mail. This is also another sig fig that I got from another friend, Michaela. I got this from them at our last Christmas party. So those are the 4 I have. Plus there's Beth, which I just kind of put together. Anyway, in the back. Okay. Have I thought about building a Starbug, the little green ship? It's on the list, brother. How's it going, man? Yeah, so, and I don't know who to put in it. I started watching, because I had never seen Red Dwarf, so I started watching, this is our beer tonight, Thirsty Goat. I've just got a ton of these left over from the wedding, so I'm going to be drinking these. That and the Live Oak Hefeweizen. So, yeah, so who to put in it? Do you put Rimmer, or do you put Cat, or you put the robot? I originally wrote down Cat, but I think, because I don't know if Rimmer can leave Red Dwarf. I think he has to stay on there, but I don't know. Let me turn my volume off so I don't get no dings, just like that. Let's say I'm going live. I've also, I don't know if you can see this big blank space over here, the Mac Anthem has been sold. So that's 150 towards the UCS AT-AT, which went on sale today, or it's back in stock today. So I'm like, I almost bought that today, man. I'm just like, nope, hold off, sell the Apocalypseburg first. If you know anybody who wants a used Apocalypseburg, it's just been sitting on a shelf, dusted, and I will take it apart if requested. So there you go. So this is what I came up with so far as an idea for a red spaceship. Cat, should it be cat? All right. I think that'll be fun. Get some fun hair, nice suit. I don't think there's any minifigs that are dark skin with fangs, but I could be wrong. There may be some hidden side stuff that could be worth, or some monster stuff. Something like maybe the Discovery, like a shortened version of Discovery from 2001. So I just went and found some random big red pieces. And this is kind of what I did with the other ships, is found like the most unique pieces I had, and then try to mash something together with those. So I've got these two fuselage pieces, or I guess hull pieces, whichever you prefer. I think they're boat pieces or they're plane pieces. I'm not really sure. They look like they're upside down plane cockpits, or they're boat pieces, right? But I mean, two front-facing boats. Not really sure what to do with those. And I've got these kind of catwalk gantry pieces in red, and then just a bunch of like bits and bobs, right? For some reason, I had some of these dishes, so I don't have a lot of these round bricks in red. And I don't have a lot of thrusters in red. So like the cone-shaped big thruster pieces. So I thought maybe of doing something like this attached in the front. Of course, that's really phallic. So yeah, so then I got to figure out a place for this guy to sit. So is it going to be like an off-centered thing where he sits off-centered like that? Right? But it's I want to try to do more classic space, so I would think that he'd just be like sitting right up here in the front, something like that. So anyway, that's what we're working on today. And these could be solar panels on the sides, something, you know. I also had these flex tubes, these flex hoses. They're technically, I think, flexible axles. They're not hoses, and they're not what are those other things called? I guess just, yeah, hoses. They've got the connections on the end versus just the rigid hoses that are just hollow, straws like. But I had these, so I thought that would be cool with some clips, right? Have these attached somewhere and then go into these guys, something like this, you know, somewhere down the line. Yeah, so that's where we're at. So yeah, it's just kind of sitting here thinking about stuff. Globe went on sale 2 days ago, so I bought that. I realize that's probably not a very... It doesn't seem like, from other people talking, that it's a very highly anticipated model. I think a lot of people are kind of down on that. I don't know why. It looks cool. I got these in a lug bulk one time. Or not a lug bulk. I think these are left over from the Capitol. I got a lot of these too, but these make it really big. I don't want to make it too big because I feel like I'm getting bigger and bigger with these builds. Which, you know, whatever. Also, this can be a ground thing too. It could be a space, or it could be like a station. Like, these can be like fuel canisters, and these can be, you know, walls of something. Sitting around kind of Stonehenge-like. Get some regular bricks in here. Just to see if this stands up. can be part of the... The only downside to something like this is that... wow, I just realized you guys probably can't hear a thing I'm saying. Is that a little better? The mic was so far away. Now I can't see any of the parts that I spent so much time knolling together properly. The only downside to maybe doing a... God, you know what? This is amazing. These are still dusty. The last thing these were together on was the M-Tron Galactic Core Magnetizer or whatever. Mega Core Magnetizer. The big M-Tron 6-wheeled or 4-wheeled thing with the big canopy and the crane and everything. That's the last time I used these, and they were still dusty from in certain spots. Just weird. Like, I don't even know where that dust came from. The basement of my house when I was in Colorado. That's the last time that thing was together. And it wasn't here. It wasn't recently because they've been in a bag. That's just crazy. Yeah, so just kind of playing around with some stuff. I may be jumping back and forth to all my parts. Just to see if I've got other stuff. Like I can get some round bricks and plates. Should have a better system for that. I have to walk all the way over there. So yeah, bigger plates. These are the only two round ones I've got. Got some regular brick there, so. Not convinced that this shouldn't be like pontoons for something, all right? Like I kind of want to use these, but I don't know if they are classic space or spaceship material. Especially since the only thing that really goes on it is these to kind of complement it. And it kind of ropes you into something, right? There's those seaplanes that could look, you know, those big seaplanes. I don't have to use both of them. I could just do one. But if it looked like a seaplane... Is it a Catalina? This was one of my favorite planes when I was growing up for some stupid reason. I had a model of it and it just seemed so cool. Like I think I got it at a time when it was like, what, planes can land on the water? But I mean, that's pretty cool, yeah? That just looks neat. I hear they're like really hard to fly. But I mean, it looks pretty cool. World War II. I just think that's neat looking. Anyway. So yeah, something like that where I could use these as the engines on the side. you know, 6 big long engines poking out the back. I don't have a lot of wedge plates. That's the other thing. I don't have wedge plates in this color. At least I don't think. Let me go look real quick. All right, had more than I thought. I think I have too much choice on this one. So I got a bunch of wedge plates, circular wedge plates. At least those match, so I can get some. I can make that go across, and these gantry things. All right, shaping up. So we're gonna do a seaplane spaceship, a sea ship, which means I'm gonna need a lot of inverted slopes. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this apart. So if you haven't, I would highly suggest never taking apart a large Technic set without the aid of maybe some rubber gloves, like nitrile gloves or latex gloves or something if you can wear latex. I took apart that MAC Anthem yesterday and today, mostly today. Had a few meetings at work. I have it over on the table next to me. Take it apart while I'm at a meeting. And it'll chew your fingers up. Like, my fingers still hurt. I need to get another storage drawer for this. I can't put this in. It's cresting. And it'll spill pieces everywhere every time I try to push it in there. There's just too many pieces in here. So I think the next step for sorting for this is going to be trans colors and opaque colors. I do have some trans and opaque colors already split out for some things, like smaller tiles and plates, but not for these 1x1s yet. So that's going to be a process. But I'm going to need another drawer too. Always something. It's always something. All right, so this is the front. That's our front. And we want him to sit maybe right about there. Kind of a little farther in maybe. About like that. About like that. Right. So this is what we're working with underneath it and inside. So those are too tall. Yeah, it'll actually be very comforting to sort. What I'm going to have to try to do is get a big flat tub of some kind. Not on a table like this. They'll just go everywhere and I'll be yelling at myself. But something that's got edges around it. I think I can probably do, I've got like some rimmed baking sheets that I think will work pretty well. Just so I can spread it out a little and just be like, you over here, you over here, you over here. And then just kind of like en masse move them to a new thing. Not yet though, I don't have another drawer to put them in. So I have a couple pieces I want to get. Forgot that I had these 1x1 snot pieces. 1x1 by 1 3/4 snot pieces. I got a bunch of these. So that'll work, because I think I can do something like this, just so I can put some greebling on the side. Get some 1x1s. Did I get 1x1s? 1x1 brick? I did not. Okay, so I'm gonna need to sit this farther back. And I think I have something that'll sit like those pieces that are like the box car with the square in the middle and the two, looks like a capital I but with like a big fat square in the middle. Got one of those. And I can put him in that and then kind of build the sides up a little bit. The bottom is going to have to be that wide. So that'll have to be attached in the middle. Do we want it longer than that? Those match. So that'll be longer. You know what? I think I've got some inverted brick I can put in there. So let's try that with a really long version of this plate. Do I have anything longer than that? I thought I grabbed a whole bunch, but I guess not. Yeah, sorry to jump back and forth. I thought I grabbed a lot of everything. I'd be all right. So I don't have to spend much more time away. I just grabbed a whole drawer of hinges so I can sort through these. But, so we'll do 2 of those. And then I think, I don't know about this one, but I'm gonna make it so the back end opens up a little bit and does like a little cargo thing. So we got our bottom. Now we need to fill in the sides. Put those aside. Well, let's mix and match real quick. What's up, Scott? Just in time for the madness. It's all red all the time. I haven't watched your latest Mos Eisley update yet. I'll check that out tomorrow. I saw it, just didn't get to it. All right, looks like I've got not too many bases, but plenty of. I was telling them earlier, I ripped apart the Mac Anthem today, and it's all Technic, right? And oh, this little bugger, and my fingers are just killing me. Like normally I'd be able to get that off, but it's kind of a problem. No worries, it was a long one. Okay, got some hinges for the back door. Actually, I want those on a different way. That. Cool. Now, just to see how big these can be, Actually, I could make these kind of like the plane where do they make Technic pins in red? Here's your bag of Technic pins. Let's check this out. Because now I have to go get Technic bricks too. These have holes in the side, and you can see that on the Catalina, the wing kind of goes like this, kind of in between the engines, right? So I think that would be cool if we could do that. But I think you can only really get these either. I think these are my two options in red for Technic. I think that's it. Right? That little chipped axle, or this like 2+ bushing, and I don't think I can get, and that won't even go in all the way, so this may be a non-starter. Right off the bat, I don't see a whole lot of options. There's this third thing, which is what's up, a Triple M? How's it going? See, but nothing goes, it just goes in and then it stops. So even if I had one that could fit, it won't go in all the way. And you got to be a purist about it. If you're going to build red, you got to build red. You can't do this half-baked stuff. So there might be Technic or bricks with pins in them. Hi, Brad. How are you? Sorry about that. So I was able to find, spent the morning shoveling 18 inches of snow. I got yikes. Yeah, I heard the East Coast got hammered. We got a dusting and about an eighth of an inch of ice coating everything. And it's like 25 degrees. I'd almost rather shovel snow than to deal with like everything being glazed in ice. So I was able to find this. This I can probably make use of as the thing he sits in, right? So I can have this be a little lower. And then these guys can do that. So I can put multiple of those together. And then I can do the big brick ones on the side. Now we've got 3 of each, so I don't know how many. There's two there. I'm run out. So these may be like the outer wings, something like this, and then this, kind of like like that. And then I'll put some sloping stuff there, or have this connect with this. That's a little better. Doesn't look great on the bottom, but we'll worry about that later. We got rain today and now it's all freezing. That's kind of what we got here. I think maybe higher up. I think I like that better. And then I'll worry about some sloping underneath there. So then we can do 2 like so. Get another engine here. And then Bob's your uncle. Cool. I don't think I'm going to do 3. I think that may be too big. Because then if we're doing something like that, up at the top, yeah, needs to be evenly spaced apart. So let's make sure it's evenly spaced apart. That on the end, this on the inside. Make sure we don't run out of these things. Ooh, some of these are different. Didn't notice that at first. Got the axle hole in the middle of it. I'm talking to 2 people from Jersey and outside of Green Bay. Right? Is that where you are, Scott? You in Wisconsin? I can't talk to you guys about cold weather. If I was still in Denver, maybe I would have a shot at it, but no. You guys are like, let me tell you. Let me tell you about weather. Let me tell you about this thing we call snow. It's your worst nightmare. It's like so fierce over here. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Alright, so like that. Yeah, that's alright. I have no way of connecting these like that unless I did these, and they won't fit in all the way. Okay, sweet. Well, that answers that. We're just gonna be sitting on stuff then. So, next question is he needs to see, or she needs to see. Oh, that's dumb. All good, in hibernation. So anything new, Ben? We're doing red monochromes, and I got parts on the way for the red dwarf. So, because I figure out a way to do it. I don't know if you saw. Let me pull it back up. Well, you can see from here. So this is how I was able to figure out how to do the hexagon. I'll kind of show you. So it was this weird sort of way of, because it was a bigger hexagon that I was working on, and I found a way to do online. Somebody had a tip, basically this weird contraption, and then you just attach plates to different angles, and each angle then makes you a hexagon. So it works out pretty well. So it's not that far back. It's like 4 up here, and then the guy sits in here, and it's actually 8 long. So it works out pretty well. I got most of the greebling parts. What I don't have is I did like these in dark red, and I don't have 2x8s in dark red. So it works out pretty well. Once it's all together, it's pretty stable. Getting it together is a little like, and it all just kind of goes click, and you're like, okay. So that's good. What else is going on? Nothing really. I think that may end up being too big. Our local MLS team is still gearing up for stuff. That may be just right. Their first game's coming up, I think against Cincinnati. Not really sure. I kind of joined the supporter group just to be able to talk about Lego. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a soccer fan. I'm not a soccer fan like these guys, though. They are passionate, I will say. I don't know. Is that too thick for a wing? That join right there? I don't really have any other choice because I don't have anything else in that color. And I can't just use Technic bits. So, all right. So he sits in there, which means we have to fill out the inside. I'm going to need a few of these. Need a lot more of those. Oh, I wonder if I have any panels. Be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I just keep bringing bins and stuff over here. So this is my bin of inverted 2x3 or 1x3. So that gives you an idea of what level of sorting we're at. So this can fit in there. And like always, I'm going to be totally worrying about the form and not the structure. So this will be hollow and maybe somewhat weak. Okay, that's a cool effect right there, but I think that's going to be a problem. This little bit right here, but I don't know. We'll see. This can go back farther with these guys. And then I think I don't have 1x3 or yeah, that's weird. No, 1x3 red inverted. At least that I can see. Don't you get that sometimes when you're looking at your parts and you go, wait a minute, they don't make that? Okay. I need that exactly right there. And of course, that's not where it's going to be. So, where's that long one? I'm working on the globe. So much fun to build. Haven't built a big set in months, and it's a fun change. I'm glad you like it. I've heard a lot of people just give it all kinds of slack. So it's good to hear that you're actually enjoying it. I feel like I'm going to enjoy it too when I get it. So I'm looking forward to streaming that. I thought I had, oh, I do. I just put 2 things in there. Okay. I don't need it to be that far out. Just 2 in. So 2, 2, 6. 6. 2 6s? Who's giving me 2 6s? Yeah, every once in a while I look at a part and I'm like, oh, I've got that. There's no way I don't have that. And then I dig through a giant tub of it and I'm like, no, what I really need to do is dump this out because I'm obviously just not getting to the bottom of it. Whereas if it were as common as I thought it was going to be, it would have bit me. But now I want that to be. That's perfect right there. All right, so less than that. 4. I already used my 4. I can go get another one. If I had a proper study or office, I'd be getting the globe. So I'm going to try to reorganize. I think the globe and the ship in the bottle will go nice right here because I got rid of that giant truck. Right now, my ship in a bottle is sitting on the mantle with no other Lego. It's sitting with like some dog memorials and some other mantle stuff. So I don't mind moving it. That'll also help me remember to dust it. Like I dust all my other Lego, but I forgot about this one. And I'm like, I completely forgot to dust that. So now I'm a little mad because it got a little dingy. Whatever happens to brick when it's been dusty for too long, it gets that like sort of cloudy look. And you know what? I don't think I'm gonna make a thing go down. It's not gonna matter. These are just for looks. It's not really about playability. I will need, let's see. So this is a spaceship. It really doesn't need ailerons or tail fins, but oh, I was going to use these for something. Yeah, they both have that like little circular tile thing at the bottom that like kind of indicates that it's a cool thing. I don't know how else better to put that. Let's do one of those like that. And we'll figure something else to put in the back. This is also like, you can kind of tell it's an older red. It's not as vibrant as the other ones. It's a little like more magenta. It's a little off. Maybe I won't use these. Kind of a cool idea, but I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, this is already getting to be way too big compared to the other ones. Man sakes. Did I get 2x6 at all? Because that would have been better. Except I can stack this. If I get a 1x2. Why I do this to myself? Why? What color is going to be next? That's a good question, and I'll tell you why that's a good question. I'm out of guys. So the next thing to do is purchase the other space figures. I do have most of the purple. I need a helmet, so I need to buy a $25 purple helmet and put a black jetpack or air tank on it because they don't come in purple. And then I've ordered some purple pieces, so I guess technically the next one's gonna be purple. Honestly, I don't need the guy to build, or the figure to build the ship. I can build whatever ship. It would just be nice if I had him in there. The hardest one I think is going to be the gray. I have so much gray that it's like I go crazy with it. Gray might be like a base. I think I build a base out of it. Just build a giant gray base with a gray figure, and then all these other things kind of sit around the gray base. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then black. I think black might be like a small little kind of zippy dart kind of ship. Green. Well, is the figure old gray or new gray? Because I kind of want to match the figure. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was looking for pontoon for supports. Now I'm cheesed. The Rocket Boy. Do I have that? No, I don't. So I found this. This would have been so much fun to use, but it only comes in one. I only have one of those. I wonder if a real so shop or certain used places don't know what they have with the purple helmet. Yeah. I was thinking that. The problem is the only resale shop I've really got. The other problem is Austin is like central to the Lego user group here in Texas. One of 4. Everybody here knows what everything is, and the people who work in the shops know what everything is. So it's not like I'm going to be able to get away with something there. I don't think I'm going to use these. I think they're just going to get in the way. Cool idea at the time, but I don't think that's going to work. I think I want to do these guys next, so I can do some greebling or something. And then before I get too carried away, where did I put all that? There. I need to build the inside so I can get the guy to sit on the thing. Feels like losing your pick in the guitar. You're like, oh, nope, it's in there forever now. Do. Yeah, I wish I had, some inverted 1x3s. So can we talk about Boba? I'm just going to use a black helmet for my purple space guy. Might as well. I think I may even have like a magenta helmet or something. Might be able to use that. So here's your bag of 1x2 inverted slopes. Get some red ones out of that. Yeah, let's talk about boba. Lego should just make a classic space. Is awesome with the rainbow colors. Yeah, it would sell so fast. Are you kidding me? Like, you know that's what everybody was doing with this in the first place anyway. Okay, can I take that out without brilliance? What up, what up? Oh, that's nice looking. Nice little gradation in the back there. Yeah, I like this episode too. I think I may have liked the last episode a little better. I'm not... You know what? Okay, we're going to talk about Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett. If you haven't watched, it was nice talking to you guys. Please feel free to come back anytime. But yeah, we're going to talk about that now. So, I really liked it. I feel like, yeah, just a minifig series, just like collect, you know, series 23 or 27 or whatever we're on now, and just do that. Sell like gangbusters. Okay, so the best part for me was because I was like, out of the desert comes a stranger, and we go to Cobb Vanth immediately. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, I think I had called Cobb Vanth being in it a couple episodes ago when they're like, we need muscle. I'm like, they're going to go find Cobb Vanth. Like, he's going to rally his people. They're fighters. I'm like, they're going to at least get him. But then Cad Bane shows up and just like, where did he walk from? Mos Pelgo is in the middle of nowhere. Like, he must have been walking for a long time. So baller. So amazing. Alright, so he's going to be under here. Yeah, I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. It's going to get hate, I know, but man, that was fun. Is that too low? Yep. You know, that almost just goes straight across there. Yeah, Cad Bane was just... Wow. Like, and I told... You know, he's one of those guys that I don't ever really think about missing. You know? Like, he wasn't in it for a long time, and I was like, okay, that's cool. You know what? I'm not leaving this dude any controls. I don't think I have any controls now that I think about it. But as soon as he showed up, I'm like, oh, heck yeah, Cad Bane. So great. I don't want to keep using those because I might need them. Can I use that? Yeah, sure. That works great. So I have a theory. It could be Bonnie's. And so far my theories have been pretty spot on. So I'm gonna put this out there, and you guys tell me what you think. But I have a theory that the war with the Pikes is not going to end with the season 3. I think something's going to happen, and they're going to have to retreat, or they're going to have to do something. I don't think Boba Fett's going to get his way in this. Is that just a lot to ask for that? Because there's no support under there for that. Like, if I were Filoni, I would be like, nope, we're going to drum it up real bad, but then, you know, it's not going to happen. I could see them doing that. All right, that's perfect. If I could get that in there. I think also that would extend the storyline a bit. Like, they all go home licking their wounds, and Boba Fett's got to readdress some things. And then not everybody has to come back. Like, Din Djarin can go on his little walkabout. Or his... See, now that he's... Ugh, there's so much to talk about. There's... with Grogu not choosing right away. See, the timing of this is all weird because with Grogu not choosing right away, it's like, well, that, okay. So that's Mando Season 3. Gotcha. Dagnabbit. So that's where that's going to play out, is going to be like Grogu coming back and them doing stuff and whatever. So, oh, 2, 4, perfect. I'm going to run out of these too, so I better be careful. I don't know where I was going with this. So, yeah, I think it would be fun if they didn't. Like, totally win. Like, there was some sort of weird compromise where not everybody, it doesn't pan out like everybody wants it to. And I don't know why I think that would work out better than total victory, but I don't know. So, are we to believe that the Mandalorian overall is going to basically... Is his whole... Are we buying into the fact that his whole deal is that he is going to reclaim Mandalore for his people? Like, is that what we're leaning towards now? Because I feel like I may have missed that meeting where they talked about that. I'm okay with it, but I just felt like that was an ambitious thing for the story to be going towards. You know? Alright, that's what we got so far. Wow, it's already... I don't think she's secretly a villain. I think she's sort of just a foil. Like Paz Vizsla is not Paz Vizsla. What's his name? Jon Favreau's Mandalorian is not. I don't think he's really a villain either. She's just like a force of nature. Like she's a fixed point. Like you can't negotiate one way or the other. You run into it, it does a certain thing. There's whatever. He has to kind of, I feel like he has to come to grips with that. He's the one who changes, not her. Like zombies in Walking Dead. They're not there to be beaten or understood. They're there to be like dealt with and avoided. Like, I feel like that's her purpose in the show. And they trash Bo-Katan hiding what the Jedi are. She can wield the Darksaber. So that's the other thing is like, I feel like Bo-Katan is the same as the armor. Like it's Bo-Katan and the armor are Din Djarin's lightsaber and chainmail. Like, does he go to the mines and find the water and purify himself? Or does he say, screw this, I found out that you guys are all crazy pants, and I'm going to go with whatever gets my people more recognition and more understanding. And I'm going to try to, revive the Mandalorian people. And he can only do that with Bo-Katan's help. So, I mean, which one is it? Hey, it's not that, because that broke. Okay, so that's not stable, but it looks cool. So I think that looks cool. But it's... his head's right between those engines. And these are kind of wobbly. I'm going to have to, fix those a little bit. They're a little saggy. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. It's pretty fun. Maybe farther back. It is a spaceship. Maybe back here. Yeah. Hey, good Vikings. I also don't think these mounts are where it's going to be at. I'm going to have to do something else that's a little more stable. Well, a trained Grogu at that point is a trained Grogu. He won't fall into anybody's hands. He'll be able to defend himself. And what if he comes and saves Din from something, right? And maybe that's his choice now. Somebody posted a really rad picture of I think it was a Battlefront 2 Jedi model, but they had put a paladin armor on it and had the helmet and the red cross, and it was what are those called? Like a Templar, like a Knights Templar, and it shows him and it's Grogu picking both lightsaber and chainmail. It's eh. And that's true. We haven't seen Crimson Dawn at all. We haven't seen Kira show up, who ostensibly is around at this time. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Darth Maul isn't. That's for sure. He did. Maybe this would be better on the back. Trying to see if that would be a better look. I kind of like the idea of it being up high, though. Over his head. Yeah, that just looks like any other thing. I want this to be weird looking. It needs to be up here. See, if I had these guys, I had a bunch of those, it's exactly what I need. Or maybe a bunch of these. Can I do 2 or 3 of these? I think I only have 2 of these. There's no support under there for that, though. Yeah, yeah. No, he's dead this time. Sorry, my voice came out a little bit. He's dead this time. Don't. That scene was amazing. Don't take that away from people. I will cut you if you take that away from people. Do I have something shorter than that? These guys maybe. Yeah. I like it. It's weird. Yeah, he real dead this time. Oh, I'm gonna say never. That scene was so great. It was so very much old samurai kind of thing where it's just 2 people and they're just staring at each other and they hate each other. Well, one of them hates the other one. And then just real simple twap twap and then done. And then one of them dies and you're like, wow, so great. I think unless this gets a tail fin, it's going to look odd. So I don't know what to do with the back end of this. Maybe 2 more engines. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 2 big engines right here. So speaking of Star Wars, I'm currently reading the latest entry into yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe not. The High Republic series, I don't even remember the title of it, but it's like the 3rd of the actual novels or the adult novels. There have also been like 3 or 4 young adult novels and then comics and sort of side books and whatever. But this is like the 3rd of the main series. And Gar can't come back either, right? I'm gonna need to cover that with something. I don't know what yet. I need to cover this with a je ne sais pas. How do the French say je ne sais pas? Something like that, maybe? Ooh, I like that. I got it coming in the mail. What's coming in the mail? What you got coming in the mail, man? Hey! Oh! Bad Batch Season 2 or, yeah, on TV-wise, I think that's it. Although maybe I have a suspicion that Andor is coming next, honestly. I think Andor is going to be out before any of them. But Bad Batch is a animated show and can probably be done faster than a live action, because I think they, you know, isn't Kenobi supposed to come out later this year as well? I thought it was Kenobi and Andor and then Ahsoka. I thought there was a schedule, like a release schedule, but I could be mistaken. All right, that's pretty cool. Up top, right? Put some filler in that a little bit. Is that good? Put some little blaster thingies up here, like lights or something kind of sticking out. Don't like that. Although the back end kind of looks, it kind of looks a bit, what's his name? Da Vinci-esque. Did like that. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about these just yet. Oh, I did that whole top bit, and I didn't close this back end, and that's gonna bite me in the batucus. I don't have just another one of these, do I? No. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. The May 4th shows the past 2 years have been animated. True. The things get moved all the time. I thought the Bad Batch came out in like July or something last time too, so I may be mistaken, but that makes sense to have a May 4th thing be available, ready to go. Oh, you guys ready for this? This is gonna be terrible. I'm just gonna take this whole thing off with me. There's a satisfying sound. That's when you know you haven't been building straight this whole time. Creaky. Creaky. But now the back end looks good. It's all dovetailed. Dovetail. Ooh. Not snaky tails or rabbit tails. No dovetails. Ooh. That brick isn't all the way in there either. Ugh, it's gonna bother me. What's up, Hushed? What up, James? Yeah, that's all I'm doing, buddy. Hey, man, you got any of that classic space guys? You got any of them classic space guys? I could even put that up at the front like that. Kind of break that up a little bit. I like that. We'll do that. So my boy James here is like lug bulk maestro. He is keeping this boat afloat lately. Keeping us all honest, getting our order out before that. Tomorrow's the deadline for the other one, right? Kenobi has a trailer out? What? No. I am the trailer. Yeah, so hi everybody. Hushed is a text lug person. Hushed, Missy's in the chat. Texas 132, who I got the red figure from, and she got an orange figure in trade. So say hi. She's not part of the lug. I don't think she's gone to any meetings or anything. She should join. That's all I'm saying. Oh, it's in there. I was like, where's the figure? And it's in there. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this back end here, man. There we go. Done. It's all just a big flat tail out there. That's all it needs. I want to do these tubes. She was actually oh, they've had a teaser out for a while, right? She was actually at Brick Fiesta in it was the last time it was in Austin. And I always make fun of this story because I felt like a garbage pail kid. But she was like, hey, I follow you on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. I liked your capital, blah, blah, blah. I live here in Austin, blah, blah, blah. And I was going to like be, hey, you should join the group and whatever. And I don't know what I was doing at the time, but like attention was going 15 different ways. I'm like, oh, hey, bye. I'm just like, doofus. Maybe just have this wrap around. So that's how I always remember you. I don't know why. Oh, I just got an idea. Can I be like a thing? Like a... Yeah. Oh, man. Wow, I think I'm going to have to be alone for a minute. Yes. Okay. It's going to work. It's going to be beautiful. Actually, we'll put it right there. And then... This guy, maybe? No. This guy, maybe? You are very shy in person. I almost didn't see you sneaking up on me like a cat. I'm kidding. Oh man. That just feels good. This one feels pretty good. Sneaking up like a cat. I'm gonna put a bell around your neck. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's not as straight as I wanted. I may change my mind on that. It makes the wings look a little more curved and not straight. All right. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Where did the other one go? Oh. So James, I was unaware that placing an order with lug bulk meant manually entering every piece or every element. So 5,000 of this, you know, this one 5,000 cart, this one 1,000 cart, this one 250 cart. I'm like, oh, no wonder Will wanted out. It's only 85 fields to enter. Thankfully, you do that. Yeah. Yup. Alright, I don't think I'm going to need this one anymore, so I'm going to move it back. And then I can slope that, or tile that front one. Yeah, I think I super front-loaded this thing. I don't know what to do with that back end. Ooh, that's all scratched. Maybe do something weird. I don't really need these again. I think if I repeated that on the back, it would look bad. I've got these two things. How would that look? I'm trying to avoid like the it needs a tail fin kind of thing, but I don't know what else to do with it. And I give you something to proof your work against. Okay, cool. Yeah, as long as there's help, I think I'll be fine. I tease, but I've done data entry like that, and it's mind numbing, but it's not something I'm against doing. Of course, I got the same side. Do I have a 2? I don't think so. All right, and we're getting to the point of the night where I say thank you for joining us and or joining me. And Kodiak comes in and says thank you for having us. So thank you for joining me. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with this back end. Said it before I could. Did you get to order any good parts? We're not at the ordering phase part of it yet. So not yet. We've just had the nominating part, and looks really weird. The side just looks really weird. It looks like those trucks that you see that's like all cab, and it's got just like the back wheels, and there's nothing but a frame on top of the wheels. Like, I could probably do this whole big thing back here, but then it's going to be like as big as... This looks very Earth-like too. It doesn't look like spaceship-like. I mean, I patterned it after a seaplane, so... The back end will come. Yeah, so... Tomorrow's the end of the nominating part, and then we vote on the common parts. So we vote on the parts that everybody will have access to, and then after that you pick like 5 parts, I think, that you just want, as long as it's over a certain amount, and then it gets to the order part. So at some point people will go through a giant spreadsheet and pick, there's a list of parts, and you can just pick denominations of what you want, and then you can only go up to a certain amount of money. And then one part, that's right, we nominate 5, we pick 1, and then everything else is a common part that everybody can order from. And the available list is just ridiculously long. But in most cases, it's not stuff people want. It's just plates and bricks and stuff. There's a lot of discussion ahead of time about going back through and seeing what's been recently on the bricks and pieces, or what's new in some new sets. So we'll go through and say, well, this was in a new set, and this was in a new set, and this was in a new set. So that's great that it's available, because otherwise it's, you're just getting regular, and sometimes people do want, like, I need to build something, so I have a plan to do something in about a year, so I'll build up on masonry bricks, or I'll build up on like struts, or I'll build up on round bricks or something like that. Or yeah, I mean, that's part of the thing too, is you go through and you're like, well, this costs as much on Bricklink, so I'm not going to order it through this. It doesn't make any sense. And I think that's a lot of weeding out. Hi, Doc. How are you? Yes, very red. It's the next color for my monochrome thing. So yeah, it'll be fun. We got a couple more weeks before the actual order goes out, and then it's just a waiting game. I feel like this is a little later in the year than it usually is. I think by this time we're almost to the ordering part by this point, so I feel like it's a little later. And yeah, it'll all come together, I'm sure. So, bye, Brad. Thanks. Hope don't get snowed in. Take care of yourself. And I'm off as well, so you guys have a wonderful night. And yes, I will be on Sunday, hopefully. Beth's birthday is tomorrow, and we're not really doing anything because we're all kind of snowed in, so can't really do a whole lot. So I thought maybe Sunday we could do something, but we'll see. Maybe by Sunday I'll have the globe. I don't think it's going to get to me by then. So I'll probably either do more of this, or maybe I'll have the parts for the red dwarf, or I'll get purple in, or we'll do stadium work, or we'll design a microfighter. Yeah, I looked, Scott. No purple helmets. No purple helmets. In fact, they took the orange guy off this year too, so no orange guys this year. Yeah, that's the first thing I looked for. But all right, well, thanks everybody for being here, and we'll talk to you on Sunday. Have a great night and a good weekend. Peace.